So today we're going to divide polynomials. Last class we did adding, subtracting, and multiplying. Today we're going to do dividing. And there's two different ways you can do it, long division and synthetic division. So today's class we're going to do synthetic division. So your objective is that, long division. Your objective is that you will be able to divide polynomials by using long division. So when we are using long division, we're going to divide the first term of our divisor, which is the polynomial that's going to be like inside here. So let's say it's like 5x cubed plus blah, blah, blah. We're going to divide this divided by the first term of like x plus 2. Divide that by this, and your answer will go up top here. Then you're going to multiply your answer by this whole thing and write your answer down here. We're going to subtract the 2 and get a new polynomial and keep on repeating these steps until we finish and get a remainder. And if we have any missing terms, we need to use 0 in its place. So we're going to go through examples and hopefully it'll make more sense. So first thing, write this first long set of parentheses inside your division. So we have x cubed minus 8x squared minus 26x plus 60, and x minus 10 goes on the outside here. So we're first going to divide x cubed divided by x. So remember when we did our exponent rules, x cubed divided by x, you subtract your exponents, so we get x squared. So we're going to write x squared up top here. And now multiply x squared times this whole thing. So x squared times x gives us x cubed. X squared times 10x gives us negative 10x squared. But now we're going to subtract this whole thing. So pretty much we're flipping our signs. So we're going to have a negative x cubed and a positive 10x. And then combine your terms going down. So we get our x cubeds go away because x cubed minus x cubed is gone. Then we have negative 8x squared plus 10x squared. So we have 2x squared, and copy everything else down. Now, using these new numbers, we're going to divide our new leading term by x. So this gives us 2x. So I'm going to write plus 2x. And now we're multiplying this positive 2x by this whole thing again. So 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 10 is negative 20x. And we're going to subtract again. 2x squared minus 2x squared is 0. That goes away. Negative 26x minus negative 20, we're going to add it. So we get negative 6x and bring down your 60. Lastly now, we have negative 6x divided by this x gives us negative 6. And multiply this out, we get negative 6x. Negative 6 times negative 10 is negative 60. Positive 60. And now when we subtract, this all goes away. We have a remainder of 0. So our answer to this division problem is x squared plus 2x minus 6 with no remainder from up there. So that's a lot of steps, but we are following those same steps every single time. So let's look at an even longer one. I'll try to write smaller so I can fit it all on the page. We have 5x to the 4th plus 16x cubed minus 12x squared minus 48x minus 15. And our 5x plus 1 goes on the outside. So, again, your first step, divide your first term, 5x to the 4th, divided by 5x. If you need to do it off to the side, you can. Your 5's cancel out, and we're left with x cubed. So I'm going to write it up top here. Now we're multiplying x cubed times 5x plus 1. So that gives us 5x to the 4th plus x cubed. We're going to subtract this. So 5x to the 4th minus 5x to the 4th goes away. 16x cubed minus x cubed is 15x cubed, and copy everything else down. Now do the same thing. We do 15x cubed divided by 5x. So this becomes 3x squared. So we're going to add that up top here and multiply it by your 5x plus 1. So we get 15x cubed. So every time your first terms should cancel out or else you divided wrong. So 15x cubed plus 3x squared. Subtract it. Once again, these go away. 12x squared minus 3x squared gives you negative 15x squared. Copy everything else down. Divide again, so we have negative 15x squared divided by 5x gives you negative 3x. So we're going to put a minus 3x up top. Multiply it by your 5x plus 1. We get negative 15x squared minus 3x. So when we subtract, negative 15x squared plus 15x squared goes away. Negative 48x minus negative 3x, we're adding the 3x now. So we have negative 45x minus 15. Divided again, so we have negative 45x divided by 5x equals just 9, negative 9. So we're going to add a minus 9 up here. Then multiply it out, negative 45x minus 9. They cancel out. We get negative 15 plus 9 since we're subtracting a negative, so we get negative 6. This is your remainder, so we can't divide 6 by 5x anymore. So we do have a remainder in this problem, so your whole answer becomes, if I can fit it, what you have up top, so x cubed plus 3x squared minus 3x minus 9 minus your remainder, so it's only a minus your remainder because of this negative 6, or you could do plus negative 6, divided by whatever you were dividing by, so 5x plus 1. And this now is your whole answer. So once again, these problems are super long, but it's the same steps every time. So now we're going to look at one more example where we have, where I mentioned you have to put in 0 as a placeholder. So in these, we're missing terms. So if we had x to the 4th, normally we would have x cubed plus x squared plus x plus 6, or whatever numbers are in there. We are missing this x squared term and this x term. So when we're writing this out to divide, we need to put zeros in their place. So to go through this, we have x to the 4th minus 6x cubed plus 0x squared plus 0x plus 6. So you can't leave any of those terms out or it will mess you up. So now to divide this one through, x cubed divided by x, or x to the 4th divided by x gives you x cubed. We're going to multiply x cubed times our x minus 6, so we have x to the 4th minus 6x cubed. And when we're subtracting, we have x to the 4th minus x to the 4th goes away. Negative 6x cubed plus 6x cubed also goes away, so we have 0 here. So we're going to bring down our other stuff. So we have 0x squared plus 0x plus 6. So now you could keep doing this. So you would do like 0x cubed divided by x. It's just going to give you plus 0. So once you get just your constant left, that is your remainder. So your answer here is just x cubed plus 6 divided by, and again, always write it over what you're dividing by. So we are going to practice this all day tomorrow. I know it's a lot of steps, but just try to follow the same steps every time and come to class with any questions you have.